So if you guys remember correctly, not too long ago I did show you a video in which I mounted up these cattleyas right here. And if you guys did not see that video, I would suggest you go ahead and click on the link right here, because I did show you a pretty simple method of doing it, if not the most simplest way of doing it. So check out that video. Okay, so in this video I want to show you some more mounted orchids. This time we're going to focus on my dendrobiums. And I did want to remind all of you wonderful folks out there, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button now, so you'll be informed of the latest and greatest adventures where we share with you tips, ideas, suggestions, and all sorts of information having to do with and all about orchids. The more that we know, the more that we can grow. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. And here we are. This right here is a snow bush of a tree. And what I've done is I've transformed it into my dendrobium mounting area right here. And I just have a variety of different dendrobiums either hanging out because I am contemplating on whether or not I am going to go ahead and mount them, or they are actually mounted already. And the way that I managed to do that is I actually took twisty tie, wrapped it around, and twisty tied it so tight where it would hold the branches together. And the reason why I did that is in order for me to make some space within the thinner branches so that I'd be able to mount up different types of dendrobiums. And as we take a closer look at the branches of this bush, you are beginning to see exactly how thin they are. And that is the reason why I wanted to gather the branches together closely so that I'd be able to maneuver my orchids in there and even perhaps put some media in there if required or needed. So what I've actually done here by gathering the branches together and holding them in that manner, I've actually created somewhat of a bird cage effect where it will actually hold the orchid and also any media that may be needed, and it'll contain it within the center portion of the actual bush itself. And what I've also done is allowed more of the branches to be together, so if I wanted to mount the orchids directly, I could do that as well. And this one right here is a perfect example of exactly what I was talking about, where I actually took the orchid and the media and I actually wedged it in there, I maneuvered it in there, and I secured it in place where it could grow. And as we take a look, you are seeing all of those roots that are attached. So now it's safe, secure, and growing well. And also right here, folks, I did the same exact thing where I took the orchid and its media and I wedged it into the center portion of the tree where it was secured, and I got the same exact results where it is growing quite well. Now there are some dendrobiums that I actually mounted or attached directly into the tree, or rather the branch. And I didn't use any type of media whatsoever, as in this one right here, where as you can see that's the twisty tie, and I just simply twisted it into place. And this orchid right here is an aphyllum, and it has such a vining-like quality that just simply cascades down. Very, very long cane. So in this case, what I've done, because it had lots of canes with some keikis, I went ahead and did not detach these keikis at all from the cane. What I've actually done is I've just maneuvered it around some of these branches. As you can see right there, that is a clip, and I simply clipped that cane into place where the actual roots were close enough to the branch to attach. And that's what I'm doing right there. And this cutie pie, this little fella right here, this is a Lodogicii, and this is actually still attached to the cane that had broken off from mama. So this cane had a lot of little babies, and instead of separating those tiny tots, I decided to go ahead and keep them on the cane. And what I did is I attached one end of the cane with a twisty tie onto that branch, and if we take a look right here, you're seeing it spiraling all around that branch. And here at the top of the actual cane, I secured it in place again with a twisty tie. And as you can see, these are the little tiny little baby keikis that I don't think would have survived on its own, so I left them on the cane, and I have it close enough to the branch that eventually it'll also attach onto this branch as well. So that's a way that you can actually allow the little baby keikis to still receive nourishment from the actual cane without risking the fact that it is not big enough to stand on its own. So hopefully this will work well with these little baby Lotogiceae. And these orchids right here that were mounted in the internal part of the tree just by simply placing the media in there, these are actually Dendrobium nobilis. And this mounting right here has an assortment of different dendrobiums. Here you're seeing some Dendrobium nobilis. Also you are seeing a Dendrobium phalaenopsis. And if we take a look, these guys right here, they're actually Gatton sunrays. And right here we do have an anosmum, and it's simply just hanging out by this tree. And if we take a look here, it actually has a pretty nice sized keiki that's also ready to be mounted. So this one will be mounted to the tree here shortly. And this one right here is the Mama Lotogiceae, and if you take a look, oh me oh my, look at those canes. Indeed, she is quite a mama with all of those keikis right there. And although these keikis are not big enough, I don't think they're self-sufficient yet, I'm going to go ahead and leave them on the cane for quite some time, let them grow out, and eventually we'll be mounting these little guys as well. And will you guys take a look at this little oddball of a fella right here? I'm wondering what is he doing here, because he is totally out of place. As you guys know, this is a Vandaceous orchid right here, a Vanda terete to be exact. So I don't know. I don't even know how he got here. But you know what? He was a loner, folks, and really needed some friends. And taking a look at his other friends, they don't mind him one bit, and they actually enjoy his company. So I'll leave him alone, and I'll leave him right here. And that, my friend, is the Dendrobium family tree. And I am so excited to announce that I will be adding some more additions to this tree, because taking a look at my other orchid tree, I did notice that I do have a lot of Dendrobium keikis that I need to do something with. So definitely stay tuned to that video where I will be doing some keiki hunting and also some keiki harvesting as well. And we will take those keikis and they will join this big oh happy Dendrobium family right here. So indeed, stay tuned for that. Now I also want to ask you guys, have you guys been doing some keiki hunting yourselves? And do any of you guys have any keikis that you guys want to brag about? Definitely let me know exactly what kinds of keikis you have, and what do you plan on doing with those keikis? Are you gonna pot them up? Are you gonna mount them like I have done? Or are you gonna let them just stay on mama and become a leech all of their lives? Definitely let me know exactly what you guys plan on doing with your keikis. I definitely thank you guys so much for tuning into yet another episode. You guys know I always enjoy your visits here with me. And I will see you guys, and I will also grow with you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Indeed, I truly do love and appreciate you guys all. Mwah.